Hello, and welcome to my stream of more Smash talking. Yesterday, my voice kind of started to give out, so I stopped talking. So, I am here with some more smashiness. Yeah, okay, there we go. Pretty much, I'm going to be now doodling some more, or not some more, actually some, Smash ideas. Or more particularly, like, just a couple ideas I always had for a Smash game. Just, like, a few ideas for a mechanic. Pretty much, the first idea that I had was actually something, that dealt with, ledges. Just to add some, like, a little bit something neat, to the ledge game. And, it's, you know how, like, there's usually, 4 ways for a person to, get up on a ledge? Like, let's just say this is, like, Battlefield. Just get the little platforms in. Okay. It's kind of crudely drawn. That's not the point here. So you got, let's say, a person right here, and you got someone hanging on the ledge, of course. Usually there's 3 options that you can, no, 4 options that you can usually do. You can either let go and drop down. You can jump up. You can roll onto stage. You can also get up or get up attack. So 5 options. Just one extra thing I thought would be kind of cool that they can add is something called a rolling get up attack. Essentially, during your initial roll on stage, it will first activate on a roll, but halfway through the roll, if before the halfway point you press, let's just say, the A button, the attack button, the character will, instead of just rolling on, would also do like an attack at the person. Or more specifically, oh hey Deacon. So basically halfway through the attack, you'll roll on, or halfway through the roll, you press A before the halfway point, and then your character will lose their invincibility frames and then start an attack. But not necessarily forward, but rather when you roll on, your character would do kind of more of a, you know, a swipe attack on both sides. It is possible for Crash to be in Smash, Deacon. Most certainly possible. I thought the Crash announcement was going to be the most ridiculous thing from that direct, but I was wrong. But, oh man. Not the first time he's been on a Nintendo console, though. Game Boy Advance. Anyway, for the get up roll attack, pretty much press an A button before the first half. Your character will lose their iframe, so you're invincible here, but not invincible here. That's N. So like NI, so not invincible, and your character would do an attack. Pretty much this is supposed to be like a more of a mix-up. Like, oh, you think the person's just gonna roll all the way through, but you do an attack instead. Just a small little thing that I think would be kind of neat to potentially like catch your opponent off guard and they get like hit by it and they're like, and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that makes a lot of sense. But anyway. Actually, let's do that. There we go. Which I probably should have had like a list of things that I should have talked about. I should have done that. Inkling's Final Smash predictions, side Final Smash, Stingray, neutrals. Oh, so you have a prediction on that they have different Smash attacks based on different directional inputs. That is interesting. That is actually similar to another idea that I want to talk about called EX Smashes. So essentially, EX Smash is essentially a more competitive variation of the Final Smashes idea that came up. So you'll have like your little emblem thing at the bottom of the screen representing the character. Obviously it has your percentage and stuff like that. But also I was imagining you also had like essentially like a super bar. I'm probably not the first one to talk about an idea like this, but how I would do it is that every character would have essentially an EX Smash. And this mechanic would replace Final Smashes. Essentially, it would be like a much more minor version of a Final Smash, where, let's just say for a character like, kind of like Cloud, actually. So you got Cloud. Obviously, he has his whole limit bar thing. That fills up over time, and it's kind of like based on that. So when Cloud fills up his limit bar, he also gets special versions of all of his normal specials, but instead of having it be part of the just part of his part of their specials, but rather would just be a third button on the controller, like X is jump, A is attack, B is special, and Y is also jump. So you would make man, sorry, I'm kind of discombobulated. I'm also reading chat at the same time. Team Egg, agreed. What if you can import your Splatoon gear into Smash and to get your new suit up battle with the amiibos? They probably won't do that. They probably just have all the different gear as part of costumes for the Inkling girl and boy. Kind of similar to how they did with Villager for Smash. For Smash 4. But anyway, back to the EX Smash thing. So pretty much Y would be essentially the EX Smash button. Or if you're like playing on two Joy-Cons, it could just be activated by pressing both A and B at the same time. But the idea is that it's essentially a special move that characters could potentially have, where it's essentially a decently strong super, essentially, from other fighting games, but in Smash Brothers, but tied to essentially a meter mechanic for your character, similar to Cloud's Limit Break. And each character can have like different rates for their EX Smash meter depending how good their meter is. For example, I could definitely imagine Bowser having Giga Bowser as a transformation for his EX Smash, where the bar will act more as a meter that counts down. But I would imagine the buildup would be a lot slower since it is in transformation. So, like, let's say Mario's would be like a multiplier of like 1 times, and Bowser can have like a 0.5 times, so his meter builds up slower. So if Mars is already full at 1 point, Bowser will only be halfway, sort of thing. Deacon, for the amiibos, they're probably going to do the same thing that they did for Smash 4 and make them kind of like CPUs that you can train up and stuff. That's probably what they're going to have the amiibos for. Uh, so yeah, when it comes to the AX Smash idea, this is just an idea. I don't actually think that they would actually do this. So this is like not even a prediction. This is just an idea that I just had. So yeah, enough for sillier ideas. Let's talk about some other stuff. Specifically, I almost kind of want to kind of like concept up like a move set for like the Bravely characters, because one thing I really want for Smash to have is for the Bravely characters to be all one character, or maybe divide between like a physical type group and a magical type group and stuff like that. Are you excited for Mario Tennis and the tournaments? Yes, I am. I grew up with Mario Tennis 64, and I really missed that game. So I'm very excited for Mario Tennis Aces, and I'm definitely going to be playing in that tournament. But back to the Bravely characters. Pretty much how I imagine it is like, you know, characters like Ringbell, Edea, and Magnolia being the physical representation of Bravely default and second, where they have all the job class moves that are more physical based. And then you have Tiz, Yu, and Agnes on the magical side, where they have all the moves from the that are more magical based and they're more mage like, because that's usually how they're stat wise a little bit more built for. So that's kind of how I would have it, but probably most likely is probably they will group like all for the original cast into one character and just all share the same moveset. Just with me like different weapon, like, you know, different swords for their sword attacks and different spears for their spear attacks, and they would almost kind of play similar to Bart's from Dissidia, where they use all sorts of different weapons and abilities from all sorts of different drop classes. And probably with like an alternate costume of either their Bravely second design or like a job class that they generally represent. Yeah, Chain Chomp with a tennis racket is amazing, Deacon. It is just flat out amazing. It definitely makes more sense than the Goomba with the bat, because, you know, Chain Chomp has it in his teeth, while the Goomba just kind of floats around his bat. You know, just like floaty. One thing I am sad about, though, is that Bowser isn't wearing tennis gear. After his dapper design from Odyssey, I really want him to wear, like, traditional tennis gear. And I want Boo to have, like, a visor just floating inside of him. Like, he can't, like, be on his head. It's just floating inside of him. I want every character to have tennis gear. But anyway. So I'm just gonna do a quick little sketch. If any Bravely character, if only like one came into the Bravely games, or came into Smash, I probably would end up choosing Ringabel, because he has like the most standout personality in my opinion. So let's get that swervy hair in there. It's gonna be a fairly just crude drawing, because, you know, actually probably better just to keep it small. If they probably get into the game, they're probably gonna represent more their probably more of their let's just copy image and paste. There you go. Boop, boop. Getting my windows mixed up. Transform, put you like down here just as reference. So, sorry, I'm kind of really discombobulated in the head right now. Okay, so, you know, first let's just write out all the different commands. So it would be neutral A, I'm just going to call it forward dash A for forward tilts, down A, up A, up air, forward air, back air, forward air, up air, back air, nair for neutral air, don't need the word, forward, boop, 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 okay, neutral, okay, up air, forward air, back air, neutral air, down air, forward smash. Actually, let's just go like that, and comma space, forward smash, down smash, up smash, and spec. I'm gonna call them specs for special. Side spec, down spec, up spec. Okay, neutral air, forward air, down air, or all four tilts, all five. Wait, forward, down, neutral, yeah, up air, yeah. Actually, let's put a slash in between these sets. Boop. A special. Slash. For throw. Back throw. Forward throw, back throw. And there we go. Smash has a lot of moves. For assist trophies, how would I? Ridley as an assist trophy, because I want Metroid fans to cry. No, no. I would like to see Captain Cuttlefish as an assist trophy, if you know, because Splatoon's obviously gonna be in the game, so I want Captain Cuttlefish to be an assist trophy, if not Judd. So that'll be really fun. Oh, idea. I want Octolings to be a costume for Inkling Boy and Girl. I want that to be a thing. So, yeah. And also need the lemon nose. Okay. See you right back. Okay. So the jab for Ring a Bell, I'm just going to draw as more cheaper proportions. I would imagine the jab would actually be a jab. Since, you know, there is a monk class in Bravely Default and Bravely Second, it would make a lot of sense that, you know, just to have, like, the basic jab be an actual legit, you know, just, you know, martial arts jab. It'd probably just be, you know, just a repeat, maybe like 3 to 4 like really light 1 to 2% punches, and then he kind of like goes in for like a good what would be a right hook, you know, jabs with his left and was like right hook. Probably like maybe like 3 taps, then right hook. He kind of like twists his body. No way. So. Yeah, that kind of like turn steps forward. Yeah, that's how it will work. I'm just gonna keep that just for reference. So his forward tilt would be essentially a kind of like just, a jab with the spear. So that'll be like step one. It'll be a two-part forward tilt where like it'll just be one button press. You'll jab with the spear and just kind of go up with it. Okay. Sorry, just had to check something real quick. Okay, so basically, you'll just jab forward with it. And can have like a swing up like that. So that'll be his forward tilt. So it's just one tap of an A press. And it just does the jab, jab, swings up. Okay. I'm trying to think what would be his up A, but his down A should be a oh, I know. He'll use a dagger. You have like a dagger in hand, he'll kind of like do like a really low sweep cut with it. Actually, they hold it reverse, so they'll hold it. So that would be kind of like the general animation for his down A. I'm just putting like tilt here so I know it's not like I'm not referring to down smash. So it's essentially a low sweep cut with a dagger. But what would be his up A? I'm trying to think like how other characters' up A's work in general, which is usually either a sweeping or a more directly up hitting attack. Generally uses an anti-aerial. Do you want? Let's actually have him use the. You want corn back? Yes, I do love myself some corn on the bob. Just skewering my opponents into the ground as they stay stunned. I'm like, I'm gonna kick you in the face now. And you just kick them in the face. Then you electrocute. Then you electrocute them by shooting some electric water at them. Neat fact: corn is a water dragon. So I think, basically I think a good idea for Ring Bell's up air would be a reference to the Gunner Job class, where he'll just essentially just kind of shoot diagonally up with a musket. And he goes pew, and that'll be his up A. Now, what would be his up air? Any ideas for what Ring Bell's up air should be? If you played like Bravely Default to Bravely Second? air, up air, up air, up air, up air. I'm sorry if I'm not talking because I'm really trying to think like what was up. What would be a Bravely character's up air would be, or even ring bells. I was thinking like of a high kick or something like that. But jab is already referencing monk, so. Oh, I know. So pretty much, he'll hold a staff or a rod. And electricity will kind of spurt out. And it'll be like a damage, multi-hit kind of damage move. Think kind of like similar to like Palutena's up air, how it kind of hits multiple times and then kind of launches the character. Think kind of like that. So he'll hold like a rod or a staff and it'll just shoot electricity. So that'll be his up air. To kind of like hit it all up above him and stuff. His forward air. 4A. Let's make all his aerials magic. Is when he'll hold a rod and it'll essentially be a fire attack that kind of like sweeps down, kind of like almost kind of like a Mega Man's Fire Slash forward air, but also working like the rod. It'll have like multiple hits, but with maybe like a small boom at the end. sort of thing. So that'd be his forward air. People are sneezing. Not sure if you can hear that. Probably can't. Like, there's a lot of weird noises that I'm pretty surprised that this microphone doesn't, you know, pick up. Do you know what one character I really want in Smash? If you've seen the thumbnail for this stream, it's pretty much Sandbag. I want Sandbag to be the representative for Smash Brothers in Smash Brothers. And how Ring the Bells so Ring Bell's back air would be Blizzard, where he'll form like a kind of like an ice block, and then the ice block would explode, kind of like with a freezing impact. It's like boom. So that'll be his back air. His neutral air would wield a staff, because white mage, because this would be white magic of this would be arrow, and be his neutral air. As kind of like an all-encompassing like mini attack of multiple swipes, and maybe like ending off with like a burst of air. It's like, in a way. So yeah. But what would be his down air? What would be his down air? So we have Thunder. Wait. Merge. Thunder. Fire. No, that's Fiera. Fire. Blizzard. Charizard. Arrow. Should it be Stone? I don't think Stone or... Are there Earth Elemental magics in Bravely Defaults? I'm actually trying to think right now. I don't think there is. Bravely second. I want to say there's, like, I know Stone is a white mage magic in Final Fantasy XIV, so it might be more in reference to that. Let's just circle down air for now and move on. Forward smash. This one's easy. Essentially, his forward smash would be why not lifting him up? Yeah, that worked. Essentially, it's him swinging a great axe, or it could be like the two-handed great sword as well. It could be either or. Forward smash with axe or great sword. Down smash. Okay, what would down smash be? Deacon, you're still there? Got any ideas for Ring of Bells down smash? I can't actually flip pens very well. Like, I kind of do it, but I have really bad dexterity. Okay, I can get through a few fingers, then it just dies. And then we're going to do the rest of this off stream. But anyway, thank you, Deacon, for coming, and anybody who might, watched but not said anything. Yeah, I'm just going to continue this off screen, maybe make like an update video based on like what I have and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, see you guys later.